Leo Soulmates, welcome back for your update. Now, if you are wanting to get another update as of the 16th, because we are in Venus retrograde, / shadow, whatever you want to call it. The reason I'm saying that is because the energy between now and the 16th is going to change, and a lot of the frequencies can be indecisiveness, it can be conflict within our connections, us meditating upon past tense partners, and anything that is meant to be is going to be, but anything that isn't could come crashing to an end. Now, you do have an interesting frequency coming through. Now, this could be, again, the energies can bounce back and forward. And I'm pulling an extra clarifier for a particular card that you have. Okay. Now, if you're new, a big warm welcome. Those of you who are returning, hello again. If you need a booking, the link is below. Now, I am going to be launching a new channel, very separate to Soulmate. I may yet add that to the dynamic as well on the channel, because we really can learn from each other when it comes to soul connections, spiritual connections, and we do evolve into soulmate frequencies. Now, what's coming through is there could be an aspect of an awareness going on within this connection, where you need balance and you need clarity. It can also be very Taurus energy. It could be directly you are dealing with the Taurus energy, but I'm feeling more so from this frequency, it is about balance, and you're looking at what is and what isn't. Within your frequency, you might be really, how do I put it, looking at things and being understanding with what's going on in the connection, and having to use your intuition and having to be strong. But mentally speaking, you're having to be brave within this situation for some given reason. And again, I'll pull more clarifiers. Why are they needing to use their intuition? Because you're losing faith in this situation for some of you. You're looking at it and you're not quite understanding the way they're communicating with you. Okay, so you're losing faith within it in some shape or form. And again, these frequencies can be because we're meditating upon past tense connections, not necessarily the connection we're currently in. So it can be old frequencies coming up of our mother and father's connections, our childhood related dynamics, things that didn't come to fruition that we really wanted to, and really being forced mentally to go deep down and then come back up again and have a good hard look at things. It might be the strength is directly connected to a partner, female or male. And the strength and the bravery that you're needing is because something in your mind hasn't ended. And it could be due to another person or another person's involvement. It could be your heart is elsewhere, or again, the frequencies can bounce back and forth, but it's an old energy. It could have happened when you were younger, and you're looking at it in a very different light now. It might have been, you know, where you're fearful this frequency is physically going to happen, where you've got sorrow and regrets connected to a particular connection, be it this one, how it's actually traveling, or directly connected to a very previous energy with an old flame. Now, partnered energy. They're having a string of bad luck, and what's going on in their life might not be where they're communicating in a great way. They feel that maybe something didn't go according to plan. And they're handling two given situations right now. Again, this can be heart, similar to what you're going through, where we directly learn from everyone. So when frequencies happen within connections, which I have noticed, is even separate, how do I put it? Many times when we feel the vibration that something has changed, your partner's energy is feeling the same frequency. If you're meditating upon things from the past, they're directly meditating upon things from the past. So pay attention. The key is directly inside you, and then have a look at them and have a look at you and see how it directly relates. Are you going through a learning process together? And is that the reason why this is currently happening? All of us collectively are looking at the past. So They may not feel that they can actually trust you due to something that they're sensing, or there might not be trust within this direct connection. There could be jealousy or trigger points, or it might have been other people did not trust them and it's directly impacted them. There might be a very vengeful frequency coming through towards them or towards you. Again, it feels like conflict, but it does feel like a lot is actually going on in their life, and it can become very overwhelming in your life. Between you, you both do work together as a team. You're trying to gain this prosperity, but both of you might be getting to the point where you're holding on to your finances because you have a bigger plan, each separately or collectively together. Both of you have learned some very important lessons through this connection, but it's also made you wiser for what to do and how to be within spiritual connections. Both of you are going to have the courage in order to move forward. Now, we're going to have a look at your frequency. Now, yours, what is grounding you, or what is a 3D situation going on in your life right now, is stress, and it's because a karmic cycle hasn't ended in your life, and it can be the actual purging of the factor of the past and deciding, do I stay or do I go? Now, what is up in the air connected to your dreams, your manifestation, your meditation, and what your mindset is the Lovers. So this can be a past tense person, or it could be your fear that you are with the wrong person, and it could even be, as I said in the beginning of the reading, that we do tend to mirror ourselves within connections. So it could be that both of you are feeling maybe, yes, okay, there is balance and you're going to gain the clarity out of this, but not one of you really are communicating that because you're meditating upon it. Now, Paul clarifies on this. You're really going to have to understand who you feel connected to, as well as what isn't making you happy. That's going to give you the clarity between now and the 16th. Now, what is helping or hindering you in your fire passion domain? Being stubborn, okay? So it is actually hindering you. If you fully know the truth, you're only delaying what's going to happen regardless. A lot of times if we've made a physical decision, be it directly connected to this and shoving the past to the past, or understanding that the past is more where we belong than the current place, all you're doing is directly delaying the tower moment from happening, because the frequency will absorb into your energy of your soulmate, that they will show that directly to you, and you know, something will transpire. So if you fully know, then you know, meditate, wait till after the 16th, have the clarity, then start moving your frequency in the correct direction. This energy with the retrograde cycle is going to affect the next 30 years of your frequency. And when I say that, it's if our mindset and the way we're dealing with connections isn't changing, it stays like that for 12 years. And that's a very horrible energy to be in if you're choosing to not own your power and own your truth. Okay, what's making you emotional within the connection? That can be nostalgia, it can be very fear-based frequencies, it can be your higher self speaking to you. You could be feeling lonely in this connection. There might be a lack within. Now that could be towards the past tense frequencies on both sides, or directly connected to where you are right now. Now I'll do an update. Again, because we are reflecting upon the past frequencies could be coming through into the read. Again, I'll do the update as of the 16th. It'll be open on my channel and we can have a deeper look at it, and I'll give astrology related updates, little bits and pieces during the month as well. Love and light.